My life was really turbulent. When I was forced to kind of rethink where my life was headed, I kind of went into this depression, riddled with anxiety. I kind of went into hiding a little bit, and that's soul searching, as you would say. I started to write about it a lot, and then I found myself with like papers of thoughts. That's why I love songwriting so much, because it's a vignette of the human experience, and it captures that element that we all share, and it makes us feel a little less alone. Stories to Songs it's taken me 3 years to really figure out what on earth it is. All it is just creating a community, really a community of healers through the use of songs, art, and using the human spirit to express the human spirit. It takes a certain type of person who's willing to get in front of a camera to discuss the things that plague them or disturb them. It takes a lot for somebody to open up in general.
My name is Victoria Lee Stress. I'm sharing my experience with depression through Stories to Song. I am not alone. I'm sharing my stories to show you that you're not alone either, and that there is help.
I'm Anthony Rispo. I'm a singer-songwriter, classical musician, composer. I kind of do everything and sort of mesh it together. I started music when I was 9, started playing by ear, started really in the church. Then just about 6 years ago, decided I wanted to write songs about my own life experiences. The very thing that was causing me a lot of tension and stress was my music or my career. But my musicianship manifested in a different way, and it allowed me to express the things I was feeling inside. The way I was writing was it would be what life was, and then the song was what life could be. I changed the way I looked at the world, and little things here and there shifted in my experience. For me, I knew that it was capturing the essence of the emotion I was having and writing about it and then making it into music.
Natalie and I are obviously producing Stories to Songs on the visual aspect. Good For You Productions got started by doing a documentary called Someday Melissa. This girl, Melissa, had died at the age of 19 years old from complications with bulimia. She wrote in this journal. One of the pages started out with someday. Someday I will hold a job for more than 3 days. Someday I'll have a boyfriend. Someday, and it was just all these somedays. And the last line said, someday I'll make a movie that will change lives.
Wow.
You know, Good For You Productions got started not to have the answers, but it was just saying, look, this is actually happening. This is happening to your neighbors. This might be happening in your own home. We don't know how to fix this.
Yeah.
And we realized it was just about creating awareness about this.
Yes, right.
Just tell the story.
That is
and
so
the story speaks for itself.
A lot of people feel like, well, how am I going to help somebody? What do I have to say? A lot, actually. At the core of it, the feeling, the emotion is kind of universal. Opening up about those things doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. Just listening to the person, that's the most powerful thing we can do, I think. I think that's where the magic is. Music is it's a universal language with many dialects, and I have this desire to connect. I think when we are able to get to that point of understanding ourselves, then we can better connect with other people. And when people say, I get it, you know, that's the universal code for, I know what that feels like. I get it. And that's what connects us. What I'd love for people to gain from this is to feel an expansion, an inward expansion of compassion for the self and for other people. What matters the most is building the community. That's my desire for Stories to Songs.